Right, we are live. Just setting up the final stuff here. And we're live here to talk about Bitcoin, Cash, Bitcoin, Zcash, altcoins, anything crypto related. I'm here to talk about it right now, here and now. I am live talking about this stuff, about just waiting to see if anybody actually logs in here. I'm just setting up here. Give me a brief moment. We're a one-man show here, so give me a second to set up. That way I can see the chat if anybody does decide. Whoa. I'm going to come back here. All right, cool. I got Zcash right up here, guys. I got Dash. Updates on all of them. Monero. See if anybody actually joins this chat. Anybody wants to join in. Feel free to ask me anything about crypto. If you want me to send you some crypto here in real time on here, that can probably happen as well. So anybody live action, I'm giving away crypto, giving away free crypto. Let's send you some Bitcoin Cash. Let's send you some Zcash. Send me a position where I can give you some free crypto. What's going on? You want free crypto? Sending free crypto right now, live. Sending a ton of free crypto. Got one market person watching right now, interested in the market. So right now, Bitcoin Cash is looking really solid. Really good downtrend against Bitcoin. Amazing. But that's all fine and dandy, but we know that crypto doesn't follow any kind of hardcore graph. Okay, so now some regulatory stuff happening in Russia about crypto. This is ironic. Legalizes crypto as 100 million of donations pour in. So Ukraine is updating, legalizing crypto. Wow. Totally legalizing crypto. So this is perfect. This is exactly what we want. Going back to the graph though, just because it's kind of the same old news story. Do you ever feel like it's like the same old news story? Literally, doesn't matter what news story it is, it's the same one every time. So, anyways, that's that. As far as the graph, I'm gonna look at to see if we're breaking off against Bitcoin yet, because that's really my big play here. Is it Bitcoin Cash can really decouple from Bitcoin? I think it's possible. Is it probable? Probably. Just because it's all down. I mean, literally, it's the more volatility decreases as it drops. So it's like big drop, big drop, big drop, and then here we are. I think it's going to level out, honestly. I really do. I think that it's very possible that Bitcoin Cash could literally could go up thousands of percentage points from where it's at now. I mean, it's literally just an amazing payment program for anybody to just immediately sign on. And the fact that it's had such a downtrend over the years, it just signals to me that not only is it getting built out infrastructure-wise with Grayscale and all these stuff being built on top of it, but it's actually, one of the only coins that's been trending completely down against Bitcoin, that's mineable, that's listed on a lot of exchanges, stuff like that. So long term, I think Bitcoin Cash probably sitting at would it be unrealistic to say Bitcoin Cash would be sitting at $10,000, $20,000? I don't think so. I think it's very possible that Bitcoin Cash could literally go thousands and thousands of percents up. I don't know if anybody agrees with that. It's just my speculation. But if you look at some of these cycles of some of these altcoins, like I don't know, Litecoin, for instance. I don't think this is actually a fair. Let's go back online because I don't really trust the data on Yahoo. It's been deleted over the years, and it's not me being paranoid. It literally has been deleted over the years. So, and see, this is only going back to 2017 as well. So I need to find one that goes back to a good position where I can actually see the data on where it's been, because none of these are going to be. Where's this 4-day time? It's too complicated. I don't want to look at Binance right now. All right, Litecoin against Bitcoin. Surprisingly, HitBTC probably has the graph of that. All right, so where the freak is the? I don't see the thing I'm looking for. Coin market cap, calculate. This is probably pretty good. So coin market cap, of course, it's going to be accurate. Let me see. Does it go back far enough? Okay, it does. Far enough for us to see. All right, so yeah, Bitcoin, or Bitcoin price against Litecoin, or Litecoin price against Bitcoin. So dropping, as we see. This is just a video record. I mean, there's been multiple times that Litecoin has gone down, gone way up against Bitcoin, gone down, gone way up against Bitcoin. So where I'm going with this, could happen again. Could very well happen again. I don't think it's crazy to think it couldn't happen again. It just because it's happened so many times already, and I've told everybody on this channel about my Dogecoin, or my Doge position of 1.6 mil. So it doesn't need to be discussed whether or not these altcoins can go down against Bitcoin and then suddenly spike up. As you see, Litecoin's done it multiple times. It hasn't done it for a while. I will say that it hasn't done it for a while. Last major spike was going to be around plus token scam. But nonetheless, Litecoin's done it a few times. I'll voluntarily look at a few other ones that have done it. Bitcoin Cash, just looked at that one. But Yahoo's not given all the data. So Yahoo doesn't go back far enough. It doesn't go back far enough, so it doesn't really matter. And this isn't against Bitcoin price. This is against Bitcoin Cash. So Bitcoin Cash against the dollar. So this is Litecoin against Bitcoin price. Litecoin to Bitcoin chart. Yep. So yeah, it's pretty much what it is. It goes down for a while against Bitcoin and then suddenly spikes up when things get a little shaky. Either Bitcoin's auditing Litecoin or Litecoin's auditing Bitcoin, securing the network basically. I'd like to pull up a few more cryptos. So I'm going to pull up, or they do a BSV on this one. It's got different VSVs listed differently on World Coin Index. What? BSV coin market cap. Here we go. This is just as easy to get to. All right, so same effect. Bitcoin SV, Bitcoin chart. Totally same thing. Bitcoin SV dumps against Bitcoin, suddenly spikes up 300%. Dumps against Bitcoin, spikes up 400, 500%. Dumps against Bitcoin, spikes not enough to really compare to these other ones, but could it spike over here? Could it spike over here? Could it spike over here? I think that depends on how many people are going to dump. I really can't tell you how some of these jump against Bitcoin, because each one of them totally different. But there's kind of if you kind of look at it, it's kind of kind of see the pattern a little bit. So here's Stellar. This is against the dollar. So not against, see how different that looks? That's one most people are, used to looking at. But nonetheless, you see Stellar against the dollar performing. And I could pull it up against Bitcoin, and I wish there was an easy way I could do that. If anybody, I got one person watching, if anybody uses CoinMarketCap and knows where I can switch it off to trade against. So here it might be Bitcoin. Can I trade it off against Bitcoin and see that graph? Yeah, it should be easier to get to, but this website's changed a lot. I feel like too, since Binance took it over. I used to go to it more. Now I really only go to it for these little like price investigations, just because I like WorldCoin Index way easier, because I know pretty much where the graphs have been in terms of the altcoins against Bitcoin prices, so I don't really need to refer back to them unless I'm looking up one I don't usually look up. Stellar being one of those, but I mean, I'm very familiar with where Stellar has gone previous rallies. But I guess the pattern here is really kind of that Bitcoin price against Stellar. It's up here just in real time, but really, I think that's kind of where the action is. I think these altcoins kind of basically trend down against Bitcoin and kind of secure that next move for Bitcoin. Once it's secured, the alts kind of follow in sync. So, it doesn't surprise me really where these go. I am going to try to look up something here real quick though. I want to know how to trade this off to Bitcoin. So if anybody knows how to do that, and just say, hey, point it out. Got one person watching. Because there's definitely a trend with, altcoins. Here we go. That's exactly what I needed. I can just easily do it right here. Boom. Easy. Okay, I didn't see that. So same thing with Bitcoin Cash. I mean, it's done these jumps right over here. This was all people dumping, jumped up. These are all people holding right here. This group right here, I would say after the fork, pretty much, it kind of went to BCH, BSV camps, went kind of their separate ways. Some people are holding both. I'm holding both. Buttcoin and Buttcoin Cash. Bitcoin Commando, BCH, first scam. People just can't let this go. BCH, let's go, you guys. Let's go, guys. This token will increase. BCH to the moon, fake volume. Okay, well, if this is fake volume, then the whole crypto market's fake volume, because we're number 5, bro. Get out of here, crypto outlaw. BCH, I forgot even this coin exists. Get the fuck out. How can you forget it exists? It's the biggest story in Bitcoin's history. One of them for sure. 250 almost gone. Down. If you love this, look into Legacy. No, I don't want to look into Legacy. Why? So I can't move my money? Come on, be real. All right, so just taking a look at these. This is for my own enjoyment, really. So, the one person watching, hope you enjoy this kind of stuff too, because I really enjoy this stuff. So, look at that. Dash moving just like Bitcoin. Dash moving just like Bitcoin on the log. Dash is going to be huge too, guys, in the future. If you don't believe me, short it. Dash is going to be massive. So, ooh, look at this. This could easily, these levels could touch up here again so fast. So easily. It could take off right around here, right here. Could take off. Dash, guys, amazing project. I recommend anybody in crypto that's not currently involved in Dash or owns Dash or sends Dash or is familiar with Dash, to give it a shot. It's a really good payment system as well. It's a little bit different how it's set up compared to like Bitcoin Cash and other digital payments. But really good project here. Definitely support Dash. Definitely plan on buying more in the future. They're all going to go up. I just want to take a look at Neo. See how Neo's been performing here pretty recently. What are we looking at? Because we're looking at so many different things. Neo, good friends with Bitcoin Cash. Neo's huge friends with Bitcoin SV. All kind of the same mumbo jumbo, just achieving different things. Neo does smart contracts. They kind of operate on the Chinese, way things are set up over there, regulatory and stuff like that. Even though they're, crypto's got its own laws in China, this is still trying to aim for some Chinese stance in the game, which is good. It's good to have competitors against Ethereum. Solana's won recently, but there's different Cardano, other platforms that do smart contracts. So it's not unique to it's not unique. It's like the unique payment system that Mark Cuban said about Bitcoin Cash and Jamaica and all these other places down in the Caribbean that are competing with cryptocurrencies. But nonetheless, Neo performing well, performing really well. Really a huge buyout right here, and another buyout coming. This buyout's going to extend all the way into space over here that doesn't even exist yet. All this will be shrunk. Honestly, could all of them look like Doge in the end? That's a very real possibility. Very real possibility that Doge has full capacity to produce other winners. And I mean that Doge is not the only one that's doing this. Multiple cryptocurrencies are performing the exact same regulatory free market that people get into crypto for. Look at Doge right here. Doge, basically this whole area right here, if you look at the crypto market, in my opinion, will be the last 4 years of most cryptocurrencies. Most cryptocurrencies that are good. Now, the complete junk, I'm not speaking for those cryptocurrencies, but I would say a good chunk of reputable cryptos, and that can range anything from projects like Civic to Lisk, ADEX, different projects, Ontology. There's just, you can go down the scale of how many cryptos you want to discuss in terms of what fits that profile for a reputable crypto. But I'd say in general, most reputable cryptos, once this rally does start to what appears to be subsiding, but really it's just creating its own little volatility layer within itself, which is, we're looking at Doge. So I'm just kind of waving the mouse of what I'm talking about here. So they're going to take leaps up like Doge. It's going to be massive, like Bitcoin Cash, Monero. They're all going to go up kind of in the same kind of way. Speaking of Monero, I want to take a look. It's like Monero Classic, stuff like these, and I don't know, I think there was 2 Monero Classics on 2 different exchanges. One of them actually might be mineable. I'm not sure. Nonetheless, I can't say that every single one of these cryptos, but like Vertcoin, Grossel's coin, some of these ones that have been around, that are on big exchanges that are moving kind of with Bitcoin, that haven't done this huge jump up yet, those are coming at some point. It's just not if they're coming, it's just a matter of when. And fighting that is kind of the hardest part, but definitely gonna for sure happen. So Monero, log against the dollar. Monero, this could be kind of Monero's 4-year. See, this is 2018, so Monero has actually performed kind of exceptionally well. So maybe that's not the best one to really follow in with that argument I was saying about like this being this kind of like 4-year span of, you know, consolidation slash not doing much, but this next leg up right here could be really huge for Neo blockchain on their cryptocurrency for their blockchain. So this one, I have pretty big expectations for this one to perform. I think realistically, Neo probably worth $400, $500, $600, $700, $800. You know, it could go upward from there. But once it takes this other like this here, this initial jump, it's going to do another one of those here somewhere, and it might have to be stretched out a lot longer for it to occur. But this number right here will happen again with Neo. It'll happen again. It'll push it up. It might not happen for like, you know, a couple months or a year or a couple years, but at some point this will break again. Break out. What's another one? Lisk. Some people say this is a dead project. Do I think it's a dead project? No. Do I own any? No. You know, like I said, even in projects like this, you know, Lisk. I mean, I know, you know, we're going down the list here, but Lisk could do another one of these breakouts. Like, it could literally do another one of these breakouts, and I'm like putting my cursor where like this imaginary line could be. I don't have to get technical on it, but could it do another one of these? Yes, it could. It could do it. It could be happening right now, and then this gets shrunken down, and obviously we fall into a graphical space right here. But my point is this area, this whole jump can happen again. This was from, so this was a whole year of jumping for Lisk right here, really. What's another project that's been around forever? Feathercoin? This one's been around forever. Mineable. Look at this. That's some wacky graph right there, huh? There it goes. Just freaking into nothingness. Absolute nothingness. Feathercoin has been around almost, I think, as long as, I don't know if it's Bitcoin or what. Where is it? 2013. So it's been around since like Litecoin and like some really old cryptos. Like, I don't know if AntShares, which was the former Neo company, is... I don't know if Neo was around, but my point is, like, the first kind of cryptos in existence, Feathercoin was there. So 2013, it went all the way to $1.20. I don't know how accurate that was, honestly. I don't know where CoinMarketCap's getting the data from. You know, I only know it's on Bittrex. I don't know where else it's traded. Looks like Bittrex is the only one, so still trading on there, probably in nothingness. But yeah, nonetheless, just crazy. Like, you know, when you start looking at it in log, like, you know, Feathercoin could go up, down. It could be on its way up right now. Like, Feathercoin could go into, you know, something that doesn't make any sense. So that's kind of where I'm going with this. Like, some other projects that, you know, is it safer to buy Bitcoin? Of course. Is it going to be safer? But look at this. Like, look at this stuff. This is Blackcoin. This was I think it was actually a mineable crypto at one point. I don't know. Was it mineable? I launched back in 2014, so it likely was. You can look into that. I don't know what it was. A couple exchanges, you know, they host this coin. Whether, I don't own any of these coins, but you know, it's been around for a while. They still have networks, online networks. So, you know, it went all the way up to $1, crashed down. You know, crashed pretty fast. But really, this was the main growth, not really that last part, which was where everybody else. This is when I jumped in too late right here. Came right into the trap here. Got swallowed right there into the trap. And when you look at the log, you can really see that it was a lot of bad investments right here. A lot of bad investments took place. So, you know, this huge jump right here. This is really where it was right here. That all the way into like June, July 2016. That's where I think we're at now too, but I think the breakout could be bigger this time. I think if we're in the, you know, present right here, this may be where we're at, somewhere in a Bitcoin graph, in a crypto total market cap, and then, you know, we dipped down, kind of ran sideways, dipped down, and then now this jump will be bigger than this one, obviously. You know, I'm just kind of relating to this graph on how the whole crypto market cap can move, because, you know, a lot of growth, but I think this second growth could be a lot bigger. I mean, we're talking about a graph in 2018. I'm just talking about a similar trend that we could see Bitcoin breaking out. Yeah, so checking out these cool little altcoin projects, you know, verifying where our money's at. I don't really own any of those tokens or anything like that, but they're also the tokens that go like 3, 4, 5,000% up in a week. So it could happen literally out of nowhere. All right, so let people just sort it out, you know, let them buy the cryptos they want. But for that idiot who said something about Bitcoin Cash earlier, fake volume. So, okay, if Bitcoin Cash is fake volume, then what is all this? This has to be fake volume too, unless this is just the start of the fake volume, and then you start including other projects into being fake volume, which we all know everything up here is, the whole crypto market cap is influenced a lot and could be arguably fake. So Elon's currency, SHIB's trending 4% up. You know, little projects like this maybe have a future. You know, who knows? Can't really diss these projects that are just getting going. Who knows? SHIB could be the next Doge in the next 10 years. Who knows? Faithful Doge up 249%. Not sure what that even is. Just for shits and giggles, I kind of want to know what it is, just because it sounds so weird and just kind of hyped. Faithful Doge. Faithful Doge. The birth of a faithful Doge. Look at this. Get a wallet, join our Twitter, copy address. What the hell is this? I don't know what this is. Anti-dump lock. What is it? They locking them. They're probably locking up whatever you send them. Faithful Doge charity. We're 100% community based. Blah blah blah. Yeah, I'd have to read that white paper, because these kind of coins, either by the time you figure out about them, you know, all this stuff is meaningless. They've already pumped. You know, by the time you hear about something like this, you know, you could Google Doge now, and like there's so many freaking. That's just one thing that's just weird now, is like the whole crypto market cap just has all this stuff. Doge, 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 Doge. I mean, look at all these. Look at all these Doge coins. Doge exchanges. There's probably decentralized exchanges called Doge. All this wacky stuff. Just garbage. Total garbage. Anyways, yeah, so these are these weird altcoins that I like to just kind of look at just for fun. If you go down to market cap, here you go, Wax. Wax. Now, is this the same Wax that I'm thinking of? Just let me check. Okay, yeah, it is. Yeah, here we go. This is the same one. Yeah, this project's been around for a while. I've seen it trade for a while. Don't own any of it. I think it traded on hit BTC too at one point. I don't know if it still does. But nonetheless, yeah, it still trades on there. But yeah, there's like a lot of exchanges that this is held on. So like these are the kind of altcoins that I'm saying that would like next pump up on Bitcoin, like really skyrocket. I mean, they could go way higher than before. It's just kind of on this trip up right now. So yeah, that's pretty much it for wacky altcoins. And it's going to be enough for the video, I think. Give you a little live podcast if you want to go back and watch it. Thanks for the one person watching right now. Pretty cool. Thank you. And trying to make more of these videos, just live updates of just like stuff happening in cryptos, like which crypto is going up the most, 7-day, the graph. This is pretty big right now. I mean, I don't own any of it, guys, but this is on Coinbase. This has already, in a short time, gained a lot of attention. Speaking of attention, basic attention token, BAT. Project's been around for a while as well. So a lot of these are doing, 7-day out gains that are worth, maybe opening up live discussion on this channel. Just opening up live discussion in terms of discussing some of the stuff happening right now. Because this could be a new trend up that we're starting to see. Zcash. I got Zcash displayed up here, guys. If you want to send me some Zcash, feel free to. Top right corner. If you have bad eyes, that is Zcash address. The one next to it, obviously, Bitcoin Cash. Accepting Zcash right now. Donations, anything helps. Send me a penny, send me 2 pennies. It's not the amount of Zcash or Bitcoin Cash that I receive. It's the fact that you sent it that I get so excited about. So send me some Zcash, send me some Bitcoin Cash, send me a tiny, tiny, tiny amount. Would love to see like some 2 cent, 1 cent transactions, some really small transactions. I'd love to get some, if anybody watches this video this long, please, 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 please send like a penny or 2, Every transaction you send under that threshold that Bitcoin can't do is a success in my book. So send me a penny. I love sending people cryptos. I'll send it back if at some point, or send me, hey, send me some money, send me some cryptos. I'd love to send some Zcash out. Love to send some. This guy's calling a short squeeze. We'll see, my man. I don't know what graph you're talking about. To maybe the 7-day, the month. What are we looking at? But Zcash, man, it's happening. Send me some Zcash. If you want Zcash or Bitcoin Cash, reach out to me. Give me send me an email or something, or not send me an email, but like send me a comment. Let me know you're a place where you have online, you have your wallet where I can send you some Bitcoin Cash or Zcash or Dash or Neo. Well, I'm not going to send you any Neo. I'm not going to send anybody an entire Neo, and you have to send increments of 1, but you get the drift. Here to send people free cryptos, here to send people free, no charge Bitcoin Cash, tiny, tiny payments, micro payments, just to see how awesome the network is. How, if we get to the point, guys, where we're going to like Costco and, I'm aware we're expanding, but we get to the point where we're going to like major consumer partnerships with crypto and you can pay for it. That's going to be really a lot of action, but we're not there yet. We're kind of slowly taking our time with it, but expect some high prices in the near, I would say 6 months. I would say at least double. Especially with these little projects like Faithful Doge pumping 200% and getting on like, the altcoins. Just if we see a couple altcoins take off, if Zcash can go, another 50 to 70%, that would be an indication to me that if we could see projects like NEM, Stellar, some of these projects, Digibyte, take off like 50, 60%. And we saw the graph, like, it's 28% up for the week. So it's a new project, but I mean, like, we start seeing a lot of these take off. We could be in for a pretty big sell-off for some of these people that are weak-handed, and some big high prices because of that sell-off, because they might, some of these people might dump the next time it goes up. There'll probably be a good bit of people that held that didn't sell the last time it went up, but there'll probably be a chunk of people that does that this time, and expect a little bit of a pullback. And then after that initial run up and that pullback, that's when we'll see that real high price that will, really push some of the alts way higher in terms of Bitcoin price, as well as all-time highs for Bitcoin, BTC, legacy brand. But just getting super excited talking about, when you start hearing stuff like Zcash and you start hearing stuff like the graph, new projects but that are listed everywhere. Good to take note. these are going up against Bitcoin price. These are happening here. Maybe not necessarily on the dollar price, but they're happening here. So when you start seeing them happen here, that's when you know. I mean, here we go, year to date. We squaring up here. We're squaring up pretty nicely. So, I realized there was this and this, but we move with this graph, so we could easily, very quickly go up here. Just tinker up here, sideways action, other alts follow, sideways action, other alts do the same thing, and then a major jump up, sell off, or some alts fall, Bitcoin falls, we're way up here in the sky. Some people dump that have held for a while, whatever, they do their thing, and then it dips down even further, and then it goes way up even higher. All these people that sold, they pile right back in, and then it drops. That whole time plan is completely impossible to time. I mean, it could literally happen within 6 months, that whole cycle I just said, or it could be stretched out over the course of 2 years. I mean, really, especially with the way the alts have been performing against Bitcoin. I mean, just in the last 2, 3, 4 years. I mean, you look at coins that, you could go down the list. I mean, it doesn't make any sense for it to behave in a different way. It could, but if you go back and you look, these coins are really, really undervalued. I mean, hardcore. Even if they only exist in this realm right here. And I think, personally, this could be out there. This could be far-fetched and not reality at all. These jumps right here are huge sells and dumps and movements of money and just liquidity piles. Liquidity pile 1, liquidity pile 2, liquidity pile 3. We don't have to take it in an up and necessarily a down direction, because I don't see that like that. I see it as liquidity pile, liquidity pile, liquidity pile. Where are the trades? There's 3 so far. Diehards, man. These people are diehards. That's where I'm going with this. This BSV community, we're diehards, okay? We're not diehards on Bitcoin. We're not diehards on Craig Wright's fixation of being Satoshi. We are diehards on Bitcoin, okay? Same with BCH. Same with Zcash. Same with Stellar, Dash, Monero. The list goes on. Ethereum, Neo, OMG. Me personally, especially for some of these projects, what countries they come out of, you gotta watch out with some of these proof of stake coins. And I know that Zcash has moved. I know guys. I know Zcash is moved, and I get excited because I don't want it to happen, but when you raise money and then you issue coins, that sounds like an IPO, okay? I know the ICO, how Ethereum, investors came together, other cryptos have done that, and they're still around, they're still trading. Their volumes are huge. I don't want it to see it happen. I'm just saying maybe there's more of a mitigated risk with mineable. Maybe there's less or more risk with proof of stake. You could argue both sides. I'm not here to say, well, I don't want to see anything. It's not like, oh, yeah, I want Ethereum to fail. No, I don't want ICOs that have done well, that are still around doing well, to fail. I don't want that to happen at all. But I do want to understand there could be more of a risk there. I don't know yet. I'm not, I can't read the future, but do I have proof of stake coins? Yes. Will I buy proof of stake coins? Yes, if I think they are worth buying. But are majority of my holdings in proof of work? Yes. So I don't want to see it happen. I don't think it will, just because of some of the stuff with trust and stuff, and the way that some of the derivative stuff has been built on top of the proof of stake. It somehow kind of maybe could manipulate that a little bit and allow it to occur and be okay. But we'll see. Time will obviously tell. But going back at Bitcoin SV, diehard community, liquidity pile, liquidity pile, liquidity pile, liquidity pile somewhere. There's going to be one. Several huge ones. Waves, finally actually getting some attention. I've said it before. I've used the platform. Great platform. Phenomenal platform. Phenomenal. Same thing. Bitcoin price or waves against Bitcoin price. Same kind of stuff here, guys. Taking off. Very impressive. Where could waves go? I don't know. Waves could go, though. Waves could go way up here. 0.006 of a Bitcoin. It could exist. This could happen. Could easily go up here. So I think it's cool to watch these little alts. And not all of them are little, guys. Like I said, Bitcoin Cash hanging up here. Hanging with the volume people right here. Big stable coins back right here. Binance, USD. Hanging with the big boys. So I can't deny it. The volume right there. Not crazy compared to what you see on some of the companies on the NASDAQ or the NYSE, obviously. But, we're coming along here. And we're staying pretty up par with the big players. So I definitely think some of these spots are about to be refilled. And I mean refilled by some of the Litecoin players. Litecoin's going to move up. Doge, Ethereum Classic. These are going to level up here on the volume charts. Back to where they belong. Zcash, EOS. EOS has been way down here too long. Expect EOS to do like a 25x. Easily. EOS could literally do a freaking 25x so easily. Just very easy for EOS to do this. So easy. It's been running, like this. Could easily take off. I mean, so easily. EOS, you'd be paying $150, $200 for EOS. Is it worth it? Yes. Strong communities. People are holding. They're not selling. That's probably why it hasn't gone up enough. Enough of these big bag holders haven't allowed people to take their order. So this graph doesn't matter. It's elusive. It does not matter. Look at it all day. This one matters a little bit more. This one matters the most. This one matters the most. Because EOS is going to revisit this. If we see decoupling from not just EOS, all of these big cryptos, we see decoupling here. That's big. It's huge. It's going to be like the biggest thing ever. It's happened with Doge. There's been a few others. Not too many though. So the decouples here, sky's the limit. There's no rationale how high EOS and the big players in the game could go. So that's fact. Not a matter of if. It's a matter of when. That's all I really got today, is revisiting a lot of these altcoins that are big names. Big names. I mean, Tron. It's going to happen. People are going to see this. Crypto holders are going to see this. Profit takers are going to regret this. And that could go both ways, if you see what I'm saying. If you don't know graphs, what I mean by all that, these don't move against just the dollar. They move against BTC and ETH and Litecoin and Bitcoin Cash and hundreds of other, thousands of other trading pairs. I don't know how many exactly. How many trading pairs are there? Different sequenced trading pairs that carry out the function of the trade. There's tons of them. I don't know the exact amount. I don't want to quote. It could be tens of thousands. It could be even more than that on a back, I don't want to call it an API as I'm looking at, but a back door type fluctuation based on those trading pairs. Stating the obvious. Those trading pairs matter. So, it doesn't let the general public will see whatever the hell they want. They can, people on Wall Street and, financial hour, breakfast power punch hour on Fox or whatever. They can look at these graphs all day long and they'll stay confused. They'll stay either mesmerized or in the state of regret. And if they don't look at this, they will stay in that same state. They keep worrying about these, they're going to lose sight of this. BTC. I'm not going to bash BTC. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, I don't want BTC to succeed. It's got the most trading pairs, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think anything has more trading pairs than BTC. It wouldn't make any sense. I don't even think ETH does. Maybe with the ERC20 tokens and the way that works. Maybe, yeah, actually. But I still doubt it. It's not worth arguing because, this site doesn't have it. But I can go to World Coin Index. I can put everything against Ethereum. So, look at these projects. Terra, huge new volume player. Same thing. Same freaking thing. This didn't just move against the dollar. Just looks the same here because nobody knew by the time it got there where the trade was. A lot of scams on this coin too. A lot of scams. Ever since I feel like they introduced their stablecoin, because I had a friend that got caught up in a Terra scam. I knew it was a scam too, I told him. But, people do what they want to do. They buy what they want to buy. You can't hate them for it. You can't be mad at them for it. You just have to accept it and move on. You have your tokens. I have mine. I have my coins. You have yours. Yeah. See what I'm saying here? Ethereum price against Bitcoin Cash. Totally different. Which is looking really weird too, by the way. If we could revisit some of these numbers, it'd be nice soon. Like if we could spike up and start running some volatility, like even on the lower levels, somewhere around here. Like these lower levels, what is it? Yeah, so basically Ethereum essentially around the same price as Bitcoin Cash. That's kind of where I'm talking about the range here. That range would be really nice. Like between like 1.6 and 0.8. Give it a little bit of time to kind of shake in that volatility area. Spike up, shake here. You can make other moves in the future, years out. The whole market's going to cycle up. So, big stuff, guys. STEPN, I looked into this app. It's another BS token. I don't care what people say. I don't care how people are promoting. It's a fucking scam. Looked into the app yesterday. I downloaded the app. Was going to try it out. So you basically Solana deposit your money, and you basically so stupid. You buy these NFT shoes with Solana, and then you you're basically staking your Solana with them. You stake your Solana with them, and then the STEPN pays you out money for you walking around. But it's not that simple. Okay, download the app, and you'll see that it's not just as simple as walking around and getting paid. It's not. So it's a scam. That's called a scam when they mislead the consumer or the investor into purchasing something that's not authentic. and not authentic on what it does. And you can say whatever you want. It's a fucking scam. So all this crap, make steps that count, Web3 revolution. You're going to hear a lot of this Web3 narrative name. Web3 this, Web3 that, Web3. So I'm still on Web2, whatever the hell that distinction is. I've connected up to the 5G. I'm rolling there, but nonetheless, scam. Yeah, so Solana's getting some kickback from this. Obviously fees and all sorts of stuff like that. So, yeah, I'm staying away from these. But these are, going off on the daily. Scams left and right. Zcash against Ethereum. I don't know what's been going on recently here. I can't look at this one. This one's just brutal. You see Zcash. But see, this thing really could. I mean, I'm telling you. It seems hard to believe considering we've fallen all the way from up here. Can do something like this. Coast up. Make a bathtub of Zcash right here. It's just a liquidity pile that you could just absurdly not ignore. All the way up here. This whole graph and a bathtub on this whole screen right here. Just cycles right back up very easily. Got a lot of long-term hopes for this project. Zcash, plan on doing big things with it. Some of their privacy wallets are pretty cool. Like scrambles the address or something like that so they can see where the money... They can't see where the money came from, but they know the money came from somewhere and that the money exists and it's valid. It's like real money, but they don't know where or who sent it. And the majority of the people holding Zcash, I don't use that. I don't use that privacy feature, honestly. I have the Zcash right here, as you see on the screen. They're in the top right corner. Just go into a wallet. Then I offload it from there. So I don't need to, if I want to leave Zcash on there, if I want to take some off, send it to an exchange, get fiat for, whatever. I don't need to hold the Zcash any certain place, but to have that privacy feature on the network, just look at it. Something worth looking at. Give you an idea of, if you wanted to do a private transaction where you didn't want people to know where the money came from. You have your money. You don't want to be exiled for doing a crypto transaction. You don't want people seeing where the transaction's coming from, but you want to anonymously handle the transaction. You could use that privacy feature within Zcash. You could use it in Monero, Dash, other privacy coins. I think you can use it on Cloakcoin. But there's different backdoors to do it too. I think there's ways to do it while you're running a node that are a little bit different than just using a typical wallet. You can do it, I think, if you're running your own full node. There's ways you can do it even on Bitcoin Cash and be a little more private. It's not the same technology behind Zcash. The way Zcash does it, they've specifically devoted a large portion of their budget, dev team and all that, and time and energy to make that privacy feature on the Zcash network happen. So there's other coins that do it, and that offer similar privacy, yet not the same privacy on Zcash. Monero does, I believe, a totally different privacy wallet type feature where they basically, wood and nail make it happen, basically. It's the dev team is creating technology where they can basically have liquidity of a certain currency exist in a network while allowing a private transaction to happen trustlessly, anonymously, worldwide. So worldwide, and I'm on this coin right here. This coin does not, whatever. I don't remember. I think I remember seeing some kind of thing about privacy on this coin. It used to remind me of, from the graphic, Core Coin, and I don't know if anybody remembers Core Coin. But same thing. Wallets, believe they have a privacy feature. There's other ways to do a private transaction if you want. These are usually, unless you have the need to go through all this shit to do a private transaction, it doesn't necessarily make you want to do a private transaction, but it kind of, you like the fact that you can if you want. Like, obviously, I'm not, doing all these private transactions on Zcash. That address up there, whatever. I buy by Zcash, I sell it, I hold it, I spend it. I trade it for other cryptocurrencies. So, nonetheless, these transactions are real. They can happen. Trustlessly, anonymously. It's like a broken record at this point. But Zcash, Monero, Dash, private transactions. We'll probably see a rally, I would say, with those coins together. They'll probably all be together. Probably will be like, you'll hear of like, it happened the other week. Monero jumped and they were saying that Russia was trying to evade sanctions. But, Zcash went up too. But other private coins didn't so much. I think another good one to look at is Decred, if you like privacy coins. I think they do something with that. Don't know it any, but it's a good project from what I've seen, performance-wise. It's done pretty well. Whoa, what the heck? It's good to see. That's a pretty scary thought. See what I mean? They all move together. At least right now, they haven't, store value, proof of work, proof of stake. This uses both. It's amazing. All right, guys. Appreciate you watching. I'm going to head out for the evening. Hope everybody has a great rest of their evening, a great rest of their day. Send me a Zcash payment or send me a Bitcoin Cash payment, and make sure it's, a very small payment. I'm not asking for money or donations here, guys, but I'm asking for a disruption. I'm asking to disrupt. So send me some, write me a comment, let me know you sent some Bitcoin Cash. I know who you are, or some Zcash, preferably Zcash, because Zcash has been pumping. Keep the party going. And reach out to me if you want me to send you some, and vice versa. All right, so we'll go and conclude, and see you next time.